Hello, everyone, and welcome to Maritime Sports Cards. This is break number 135, and boy, do we have a incredible break lined up for tonight. Of course, we've got the 22-23, the Cup. That's this bad boy right here. We've got, and this is what I think is going to be super cool, or at least I'm hoping it is. This is a 2016-17 Series 1. It is a retail box, but it'll still have 6 Young Guns in it. And, of course, this had arguably one of the better rookie classes in terms of hobby in quite some time. We've got 23-24 Ice and the newly released 24-25 Series 1, 2 boxes of that. So we've got 5 boxes in total in tonight's break, which I hope is going to be one heck of a break. I'm very excited to be opening both the Cup and this 2016-17. Not to mention, there's some pretty darn good cards coming out of Ice and Series 1. So some great products in tonight's break. If you are just joining, please do say hello. Always nice to see who is following along. Sorry for the slight delay in getting started here tonight. You guys got me right down to the wire. I wasn't sure this break was going to get off on time, if at all, tonight. And right at the 11th hour, we sold 6 spots. So thank you to those that did buy those remaining spots and allowed the break to happen for tonight. I am just getting over a chest cold. So if at some point during the break I need to take a quick break, double break there. If I need to take a pause for a little bit of a coughing fit, I do apologize, but I'll try not to do that on the microphone. So just give me 2 more seconds here. Like I said, I was a little bit caught off guard. I thought I might have to push this break till tomorrow, but I'm glad to see I didn't have to do that, but I'm not totally prepared. So just give me 2 seconds. Okay. So we are going to start off with Series 1. We've got some, I think, bangers of some boxes here with this 2016-17 and the Cup. I think I'm going to do the Cup last. 16-17 will probably be the second last. We'll probably do one Series 1. We'll do maybe an Ice Series 1, and then we'll finish off the break with that 16-17 and the Cup. If you are new here, please do say hello. As with all my breaks, all you got to do is be watching, and you are eligible to win some prizes. There's no purchase necessary, so as long as you're watching live here on YouTube at the time that we announce our giveaways, you will be eligible for those as well. And if you haven't seen the news, I just saw this on a Facebook post just before tonight's break. That Connor Bedard 1 of 1 is coming up for auction. I saw it on Facebook. The owner of that card did send it off to get graded. I'm not sure that was the best decision. However, to each his or her own. Typically a 1-of-1 card, you don't bother getting graded because there's nothing to compare it against. There's only one of them in the world. Unfortunately, the grade came back not very favorable. It looks like it's been rated a PSA 6. A little lower than I would have thought it might have been in the condition when it was sent out. However, it is what it is. It's been graded as a 6. It's going up on auction, and I will try to find that link. Again, I only just saw it a couple minutes ago. Once I do find that link, I will share it on my socials as well. Let's get the word out about this card and get the person that won it as much as they possibly can for it. So without further ado, let's get over to our randomizing screen. There we go. So on the left, we have our list of teams. On the right, we have our list of participants. I will randomize each side 3 times each. I did have a couple of newer folks reaching out to me with some questions about our breaks in the format and wondering why there's no Chicago. If you're listening, we don't include Chicago because we've had several breaks, actually, where we've had multiple Connor Bedard cards. And in fairness, it's a lot more fun if more than one person has the ability to walk away with some of the big cards. And let's be honest, this whole last year, the majority of those big cards have been Chicago. They've been Connor Bedard. And so we've been maintaining that because a lot of the products that we are opening, as an example, 23-24 Ice, the big chase in here will be a rookie auto of Connor Bedard. So we're going to continue with no Chicago for some time coming because I have purchased a lot of 23-24 Connor Bedard product in anticipation that it will be running out and going up in price. And I want to make sure that we've always got some of those into our breaks to make it interesting. as the rookie crop here in 24-25 is looking pretty strong. It's not Bedard. It doesn't have the same hype. So Chicago is randomized amongst all participants at the end of the break. So if we had 5 Chicago cards, we randomize all 5 of those cards, assign them to 5 participants in the break. So it just gives everybody a little bit more fair shot at the Bedard and or big Chicago cards. So that's why we do it that way. All right, so as you will see, there's only 31 spots on the left, 31 participants on the right, or at least spots sold. And good luck here. I'm going to hit the randomize 3 times on each side. Okay, so there's three times on the team side. And 3 times on the participant side. We do allow 4 trades to happen. So if anybody wants to make a trade, now would be the time to do so. I will pop this right back off. And, the way that trades work is the 2 participants need to be watching live, and both participants need to agree for the trade. So if one person says, I'd like to trade Boston for Toronto. Well, the person who has Toronto has to say, sure, I'll take that trade. I'll trade my Toronto for your Boston and vice versa. So I'll just give that a couple minutes while everyone takes a look at it. And then I will put this into a graphic format and we will get kicked off with tonight's break. Any trade proposals at all? Aubrey says he's willing to trade Vegas or San Jose. I'll give it another minute or so, and then we will cut off any trades and we'll get started. Okay, does not look like anyone is willing to take Aubrey up on any trades, and everyone seems to be happy with what they have. So we will get this up on a graphic format, and give me 2 seconds for that. Okay, so we do have the teams up on the screen at the moment. You can take a look and see who you have. I'm going to pop that off on the smaller screen and we will dive right in. Okay, so we're off to 24-25 Series 1. That'll be our first box here for tonight. A little bit slow for the first pack, and then we'll rip right through her once we see the format and only stop to take a look at the insert cards. Don't bother looking at all the base cards, of course. right, so we got 12 packs, 12 cards per pack, 144 cards total in a box. And of course, this year we've got the Young Guns Renewed, which are pretty super cool. Usually about 3 of those per box, and typically 6 Young Guns per box. Hello, Brandon. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Oh, before we do get started, somebody did mention, hey, you know what? That 2016-17 box that you're going to be opening, Seattle and Vegas were not teams. So what happens? And I did some thinking on that, and I did put it up in the rules. You would have seen in the rules, well, if you bothered to read them all, which not everybody does, but in the rules, it said that anyone that is assigned to Seattle and or Vegas will get 1 extra spot in the randomization of Chicago cards or non-team cards for tonight's break, and tonight's break only. So hopefully that makes sense. So here's a look at our base cards. Pretty clean, classic look to them. There's the front and the back. Got a few years of stats. Nothing fancy. Very similar to past years, the last few years. And similar formats. You're going to have a bunch of base cards. You'll have 3 insert cards. So there's our first one, a canvas of Josh Morrissey. In behind that, we've got a Young Guns Renewed of the Nuge, Nugent Hopkins. Pretty cool looking card. And then we have our first Young Gun, Joshua Waugh. Well, that's a good one to get, Joshua Waugh. All the Montreal Young Guns this year are actually looking quite good. I will say, though, in typical past years, even the players that aren't necessarily all that great, if they're wearing that logo on their chest, hobby gives them love. Montreal Canadiens love their players. I suppose you could say that's true of any of the bigger markets. Toronto's the same way. I don't know about any others in Canada whether they overinflate like Montreal and Toronto do. You put a Young Gun on a Toronto and the same thing happens. All right, so first pack down, so we'll zip through the base cards here. We have a Victor Hedman Young Guns Renewed. Very cool designs. I think I have not heard a single person yet that have said they do not like this insert. In fact, this might be the most praised insert that I can remember in recent memory. So this good job by Upper Deck. These are cool looking cards, and they're going to continue with these throughout Series 2 and I think even into Extended. And if not, then maybe it's next year, but they've got a bunch more of these they're going to be releasing. Okay, we've got Jack St. Ivany for Pittsburgh, Young Gun. And then we got a City Satellites of Sebastian Aho. There's one of the potential Young Guns coming up in our 16-17 box later on this evening. Sebastian Aho, of course. So look at that. 2 packs, 2 Young Guns, 2 Young Guns Renewed. Set that one over there. We've got a Dazzler, Brock Faber, Canvas of Victor Hedman, and a Gaming Co-op. Of course, McDavid and Draisaitl. Most of the inserts in this year's 24-25 Series 1 have some sort of video gaming theme to them. So there's a co-op with a bunch of different scores for power, coordination, speed, agility, endurance, like you would see in a couple of fighters that are going against each other, or team co-op play. We'll see, I'm sure, a few more of them coming up. Oh, this one here, the City Satellites, kind of like a Grand Theft Auto type of overview of the city. And then there's a few more here that we'll look at. I'm sure we'll pull at least one of. There's another one. So Gaming FOV, or Field of View, Quinn Hughes. Got a Canvas of Jared McCann. And a Young Gun of Landon Slaggert. So that's a Chicago card. That will get randomized a little bit later tonight. Get it sleeved up, put that one, make sure we set it aside, don't forget. This is live, Glenn, yes. Glenn coming to us live from Walmart. Out with the wife, maybe. All right, we've got a Speckle portrait, Chris Kreider. And behind that, another young gun, Brad Lambert, Winnipeg. And a regular young gun of Chris Kreider. So we got the two different variations, although there are color variations as well, I believe. Yes, there is a portrait. There are color variations, so no, that's not a rainbow, but we've got the regular and sparkle of Chris Kreider. Geez, 4 young guns already. I do believe that's like our first 4 packs. Oh, we got an outburst coming. It is. Oh, I saw the Chicago. My heart started. Jason Dixon. It's not Bedard. But it is a silver outburst. Chicago, of course, that'll get randomized at the end of tonight's break. Got another gaming field of view. Cole Caulfield. And we got a upper deck portraits of Mitch Marner. Geez, even had a similar stance that I've seen Bedard in some of his cards. Now, honestly, I have not looked at the silver outburst of Bedard, so I'm not sure. Even if he's in his red or white uniform, not positive. And I haven't been looking, obviously, at all the base cards, but Connor Bedard's base card is still hovering around $5. Now, not unheard of. Players in their second year, so their sophomore cards can have a little bit of value. $5, I guess, is not totally unreasonable. Here's another gaming one here, 10 XP. The 10 XP, the experience, is how many years in the league. So McDavid has played 10 years in the league. He's got 10 experience points. And that does look like a Sparkle version, perhaps. The gaming co-ops, which we've seen already. And there's a checkpoint. Of course, in a lot of games, you have checkpoints that you have to go through. Does not mean that they are checkers, although each of the cards does show them laying out some sort of a check. However, a lot of the players that we're seeing on these cards are not checkers. They're not physical players necessarily. The checkpoint is meeting a milestone of some kind. Oh, there's another Young Guns renewed. Got a Kopitar. And then behind that, our Young Gun is Bradley Nadeau. And then an Aimbots, another gaming themed card. And if you didn't notice, all of the packs that we've opened that had a Young Guns renewed also had a regular Young Gun in it. And so far, that's the pattern I have been seeing in the boxes that I have opened. So I believe that that holds true. Here's an Aimbots. Which I guess is I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, if you're buying just a random pack of cards from a box, like if you're a kid and you're going into the store and you're buying a pack, I suppose that's kind of the thrill, right? You could get a Young Guns renewed and a Young Guns in one pack. That's kind of super exciting. However, you could open a pack that doesn't have either. So maybe spreading those out would have been a little better. I don't know. Not sure what your thoughts are on that one. Okay, we have an A-Lines Speckle version. This is, of course, Buffalo. And I have been told from a fairly credible source that this is not actually A-Lines, it's Aligns, like alignment. Or at least that's how Upper Deck meant it to be, although everybody that I've seen is pronouncing it A-Lines, and I'm going to do that too because it just seems to make sense. A-line is like your best line. So I think they meant it to be a line, but, oh, there's a Chicago card. What do we got? There we go. We got a Connor Bedard. Gaming XP, 2 XP, so 2 years in the league, a second year in the league, which will get us that 2 XP. When I first started seeing these cards, I was a little bit confused. I'm like, okay, I see that, Connor's got 2 XP, and usually the lower the XP value, the experience value in a video game, the worse. So I was like, man, that's not very highly rated, because I was seeing a lot of players with not near his talent that were rated at, 8 or 10 or 12 XP. And I thought, oh, something's wrong. But then figured out that it was number of years in the league. And we got a Minchikov, who, again, not a big checker, right? But checkpoint. And then if you read the back, it'll tell you about his little milestone, his checkpoint in his career. All right, 3 packs left here in our first box. And we got a breaking news, Cale Makar. I do like the look of this insert. That's pretty cool. So breaking news. We got a gaming PvP. This one, we've got 2 different teams. We got Shesterkin and Sorokin going head-to-head here, New York and New York. The way that we're going to do that is we're going to randomize left versus right at the end of the break. And let's say it comes up as right. Then all of the participants tonight that have been assigned the team on the right will get the card. And then we got an Austin Matthews portrait. Oh, there's a Connor Bedard base card. That's what they look like, in case you're curious. There's a canvas, Jason Robertson. Breaking news of Logan Cooley. And we got a gaming PvP, Suzuki and Marchand. Okay, one more pack here left in our very first box of 24-25 Series 1. Quite a few people watching. I do certainly appreciate the support. As always, we will have some giveaways throughout tonight's break. If you're watching live here on YouTube, you are eligible to win those prizes with no purchase necessary. Oh, that's weird. Wasn't very many cards in front of the very first insert there. So we got an A-Lines, Anaheim Ducks, and we do have a young gun with the best name in all young guns, Luca Del Bel Belluz. And then behind that, an aimbots of Pasternak. All right, let's get that sleeved up. Set some of these base cards aside. Oh, the prizes for tonight. What are we doing for the prizes? We've got a Connor Bedard base card. We have a Connor Bedard Hot Shots Frozen Hot Shots. And we got a Connor Bedard 10th edition anniversary from Tim Hortons. So we got 3 Bedard cards here tonight. I was setting that up that somebody's going home with a Bedard card. We're going to at least have one tonight. And so far we pulled one here, which is nice to see. In our 24-25, hopefully we'll get lucky with ice and maybe even our other 24-25 box. I have seen his inserts in the 24-25 have been rather elusive. I've seen some breaks where, there's quite a few coming out of the boxes and others where there's nothing. So I think on average, it's not that many per box, which is probably a good thing. It kind of helps with the value a little bit when there's not that many of them. Okay, so we did have a couple of Chicago cards here that I do want to make sure we set aside. We've got the Landon Slaggert and the Jason Dixon. I'll put these off here to my left so I don't forget those. Of course, this will be in the randomizer later. Connor Bedard, 2 XP. Some decent young guns there. Nadeau, Lambert, Joshua Waugh. The best name, like I said, Luca Del Bel Belluz. And then we've got Jack St. Ivany. Of our renewed, which are 3 per box, got a Victor Hedman, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and Anze Kopitar. Okay, just give me 1 second here while I grab a very quick drink. For those that are just tuning in, I am getting over a chest cold, so I'm doing my best here. But I may have to cough from time to time, in which case I need to mute the mic and take a quick drink. So I think what I'm going to do is just go straight through Series 1, and then we'll dive into Ice, and then go backwards from there. We'll go to the 16-17, and we'll finish up with the Cup. Am I going to the Toronto show? I've actually had a couple of people ask me that. I was fully planning on going, and unfortunately now I have a work trip that is interfering with that, and I won't be able to make the Toronto show, which is a bummer. I'm definitely going to be there in the spring. I've got that planned, but I won't be at the November show coming up. If you are in the area, never been to a card show of that magnitude, I would certainly recommend it. It'll be very overwhelming. The amount of stuff, the people, it's incredible. With that said, if you don't have any self-control, do what I do when I go to a casino. I put a certain amount of money in my pocket. Oh, and my light just went out. I put a certain amount of money in my pocket, and I don't take my credit card or bank card with me. Give me 1 second here, folks, while I try to fix this light situation. Sorry about that. Hopefully that fixes the light. Is it worth the drive from Truro? Well, you're going to have to answer that one for yourself. I mean, from Truro to Toronto is quite the drive. Hotels in the area right now are probably getting on the expensive side because, of course, there are a lot of hotels in the area. But the closer you get to the show, of course, they're getting full. I mean, personally, I think it's worth the drive. But I really enjoy the hobby, and there's lots of great deals to be had there. Now, if you're looking for wax, like if your plan is to go there and pick up, some of this stuff, no, it's not worth the drive at all because you're going to pay probably the same price as you would at your local hobby shop. You might save $5 on a box if you're lucky, but you're not going to save a lot of money on wax. Now, if you're looking for older wax that you can't find at your local hobby shop, yeah, it's a great place to go. There'll be a few vendors that'll have, some of that stuff from 20, 30 years ago. Plus, they'll also have some of the more recent stuff, kind of like that 16, 17, or, maybe if you wanted to go for Waz rookie year or McDavid's rookie year, they'll have a bunch of that stuff there as well. All right, we got a holotypes with the rat himself, Brad Marchand, putting a dagger in my Toronto Maple Leafs hearts again last night. Or not last night, the other night. Was it last night? Jeez, it might have been. I was traveling all day yesterday, but man, the Leafs in Boston, Anyway, there's a holotypes. If you're a Boston fan, you're probably liking that card. And in behind that, looks like we got our young gun. Is Liam Ogren. Oh, sorry, there's the back of the holotypes. And then we've got an Aimbots Pedersen. Yeah, if you've never been to a big show like that, it is certainly the biggest in Canada by far. The Montreal show is close in size, and that one's a little bit closer to Truro, but it just passed, so you'd have to wait another year for the Montreal one. But this Toronto one that's coming up, I mean, it's massive. It's the biggest one in Canada, without question. And it's great to just walk around. You'll get some vendors, for example, they'll have nothing but cards from the 1940s, 50s, and 60s. And you'll have all the more modern stuff. There'll be lots of that going around. But there are people that specialize in certain things, and it's kind of a cool. It's a cool thing to attend, and they've always got lots of little side events and stuff going on. They got meet and greets. They've got trading nights, so you can bring your own cards and meet up with people. And then, of course, they got some autograph sessions that you do have to pay for. I think they're a little bit overpriced for what they are, and typically some fairly long lines that you'll stand in. But if you got like some airline points that are burning a hole, that might be worth it. Simon Nemeth. Oh, we got a Drew Doughty, Young Gun renewed. So that means there should be a Young Gun in here. Yep, there is. Marshall Rafai. Toronto. So it looks like my theory is holding true. You got if you have a Young Gun renewed, you're going to get a regular Young Gun in the pack as well. This is a set I am absolutely, or an insert set, pardon me, that I'm absolutely going to collect. I will collect all of these. They're cool. I like the look of them. Whoever did the art on them did a really great job. Of course, the Young Gun itself is cut out. So this is what the Young Gun card would have looked like, and then all the rest of behind is art. They did a really good job with it. Okay, we got our Dazzler. Natchez. Oh, we got a Cole Caulfield, Connor Bedard, Canvas Young Gun checklist. So we're going to put that in the randomizer. And there is a rule for this because there is a Montreal player and a Chicago player. It's not a true randomizer. The person who has this, I believe, got an extra ballot or two. I'll double check the rules before we randomize that card at the end. But we did run into a situation like this previously, and we came up with a rule that I think fit for everybody involved. Okay, we got a co-op, McKinnon and Makar. We'll do our first giveaway just after this first box here. Second box, pardon me, it's our second box. Another Young Guns renewed of Erik Karlsson. And in behind that we have a Bradley Nadeau, which we've already pulled one of, so doubling up on that. We got a Clayton Keller Satellites. And these boxes that I'm opening tonight are from a fresh case. Just opened the case this evening. I believe the break I've got scheduled for this Thursday, we also have some 24-25 in. Of course, this coming Wednesday, we've got SP Authentic launching at a whopping $600 Canadian plus tax per box. Yep, you heard me right, $600. There's the Bedard factor. He will feature heavily in the chase on that one. We got a canvas of Malkin. Got an A-Lines, Edmonton Oilers. A gaming PvP, Fantilli and Cider. This is definitely a product that is a huge risk-reward product at $600. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's 6 cards. You pay $100 Canadian plus tax per card. And most of those boxes will have a couple $100 worth in it. We got a Fedotov. If you've not seen this guy standing next to a net, my goodness, he is huge. If you've not seen it, Google some images of Fedotov standing next to the net. It makes it look like a Barbie toy. I think they list him as 6 foot. What do they got him listed officially at? 6'7", but I think he's 6'8". And then put skates on top of that. Massive goaltender. Yeah, so as I was saying, the SP Authentic is very expensive, high risk, high reward. Makes it really great for breaks, to be perfectly honest. That's a product that you may not want to necessarily shell out $600 and what would it be with tax in Canada, my province, would be $690 a box for a chance that you might get a decent card. That's where I think breaks are really useful. So Leon Draisaitl, gaming and PvP, Draisaitl and Kadri. And then a upper deck portrait of Pedersen. There's a speckle version of Austin Matthews. Brad Lambert, doubling up on him as well. And we got a Cityscapes of Kachuk. Pretty sure we pulled him in the first box. Not seen any of the big chases yet. Lane Hudson, Cutter Gauthier, Matt Rempe, hobby love, although he just got sent down to the AHL. That'll probably affect his young gun a little bit. Hey, we got a young gun outburst. Young gun outburst of Crozier. Set this down while I get that sleeved up. For Stan Coven also up in that top three. I'd say those are probably the top three. Probably in order right now. Lane Hudson, Stan Coven, and then Gauthier. In terms of dollar value. Okay, we got a Luke Hughes portrait. 2 packs left here in our very first box. Sorry, second box. My goodness. Cold meds kicking in. I think we've got one young gun left, right? Yeah, we have one young gun left. Hey, we have a gaming PvP. That's the Speckle version. Co-op, Kopitar, and Byfield. And then a checkpoint of Evander Kane. That means this last pack should have a young gun in it. We got a Patrice Bergeron. Young gun renewed, which means the next card here should be a young gun, and it is Slaggert. We doubled up on Slaggert, so that was kind of strange. 2 boxes stacked right on top of each other. Actually, I took the middle top and the middle one down from that one out of the same case, and we ended up with 3 young guns that were doubled up. We had Slaggert, Lambert, and Nadeau. Interesting. Okay, well that does our second box of 24-25 Series 1. I'm going to put these aside, make sure we get that Chicago. There he is. Slaggert, put him in the Chicago pile to be randomized. This will also go in the Chicago pile to be randomized. And I do believe, I'm going to double check the rules, but the person who had Montreal gets an extra, I think it's 2 ballots or 1. I'll double check on that one. All right, let's do our first giveaway of the night. We've got 3 Connor Bedard cards that we're giving away. No purchase necessary. Just got to be watching here live on YouTube. We'll do the first one here. This is a 10th anniversary edition from Tim Hortons. It's a Connor Bedard card here. And the only thing we got to do there, and just give me a second to get that set up. Is type in exclamation point join. So exclamation point join, follow Glenn there. Glenn's already got it down pat. Like I said, no purchase necessary. Just got to put that into chat. Once everybody's entered, I will do a random draw here, and we'll award the card. Okay, got a 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 7 entries. Got a lot more people than that watching. So, no, like I said, no pressure. You don't have to join. You don't have to participate. But there is no purchase necessary. So, type exclamation point join into YouTube chat, and you are eligible to win this card. I'll mail it out to you at absolutely no charge, no shipping, no nothing. I'll give that about another 30 seconds, and then we'll cut that off. All right, no more entries. Our winner tonight is Rich. Congratulations, Rich. All right, let's get into our third box of the evening. This is 23-24 Ice. Of course, we do have a Bedard Chase in this product. Hopefully we'll get lucky. This one, there are 6 cards per pack and 12 packs per box. So exactly half of what you'd see in Flagship. I'm just going to randomize these up a little bit. Not sure why I do that. I mean, I don't know. It's just a thing with me. I like to mix up the packs before I open them. All right, here we go into our very first pack of the 23-24 Ice. Of course, this is a product where they decided to go a little rogue by putting all of the base cards in a horizontal format like this. So here's our base card. Nice looking card. They are horizontal, which, you know, you either really like it or you don't. I'm personally not a fan. I prefer my cards this way. So for the rest of it, I'm just going to open them like so. And of course, here's our first insert, Charlie Coyle. This is a purple parallel, base parallel. And we have our decoy, and in behind that, we're going to have a green rookie. So that's Luke Evangelista, and then we'll have a base rookie, this one being Ty Cartier. So we'll get 3 insert cards per pack. No guarantee of an auto, which I really wish in these higher end products that they would start with a guarantee with an auto. They really should. Okay, so here's our base, and we have a upside down, because I got this upside down, Frozen in Ice. This is on Adrian Kempe, Frozen in Ice, and the way that works is there's actually a card inside of a card. So if you choose to, you can open this up. It's perforated. You can open these 2 little windows, almost like a advent calendar, and inside there's a little mini card. So I'll leave it up to whoever has LA as to whether or not they want to open this or not, but there it is. Frozen in Ice. We got a Vincent Desharnais rookie, and then in behind that, a Maritime rookie. Let's get this Frozen in Ice sleeved up. Hello, Ivy. Thanks for joining. Let's see, I think this is the right size one. Nope. These are pretty thick cards. Should fit in there. Yeah. 180 point. There she is. Take down some of these from the last box. Frozen in Ice. We did open we did get one of those in a previous break where it was a Connor Bedard card. And I don't know if the person ever opened it. Personally, I would not, because you never know what's inside of it. And of course, oh, wow. Look at that. That is a sweet looking patch auto right there. Rookie patch auto. Really, Greg, not my favorite player, because of course I'm a Toronto fan, but you cannot argue that that is one sweet looking card. This is a short print, number 4 of 49. Hard signed auto with a 3-color patch. Beautiful card. There's the back there. Worn by the future player, so it doesn't necessarily mean game worn. But one heck of a card. Beauty hit there. Whoever's got Ottawa, that's a sweet looking card. I do know a pretty hardcore Ottawa fan that regularly participates and or watches our breaks, he will be salivating. He's not participating tonight, so I know it's not him that got this one. Who's got Ottawa? Josh D. Beautiful card. Sweet hit. Okay, what do we got here? We got Jason Robertson. This is just a green parallel and an Aiden McDonough base rookie. Well, that's got to be our box hit. And if not, my goodness, that's got to be the box hit. I got that upside down. Got a Nestorenko Premiers. This is a 327 of 499. So it's an ice Premiers. It's a clear cut. A Sonny Milano green and a Henry Thrun rookie. Yeah, I'm actually still admiring that card. That's a nice looking card. And like I said, I am not the biggest Ridley Gregg fan, being a Toronto fan, but wow. Nice card. Hey, we got a Nugent Hopkins purple parallel, base parallel. Decoy, got an Ovi, 40 goals away, I think. 40 goals away from Gretzky. There's a Ridley Gregg on the back, rookie. I don't think he does it this year, but if he can stick around for another year, he's going to do it. I'm not sure if that's bigger news than the Winnipeg Jets being 8-0 to start the season. Who could have seen that coming? I don't think there's any odds maker anywhere in Vegas that could have predicted that one. Oh, got a snowman of Simon Edvinsson. Got a little snowman insert. Got any Jets fans watching? Oh, Lucas Reichel, Chicago card. That's a green base. That'll get in our randomizer. Brock Faber, a rookie base. Yeah, believe it or not, there are quite a few Ridley Gregg fans out there. He's got some talent. He really does. He's got that edge. If he's on your team, you definitely like it. If he's not on your team, he's a bit of a pest. Not quite like Marchand, but there's another Edvinsson. This is the Depth of Winter. Oh, Rich is a Jets fan. Well, congrats, Rich. Like I said, I don't think anyone would have predicted they would have started the way they have at this rate. Hellebuck may be starting in the Four Nations. Got Kesselring, a rookie. And then we got an Owen Beck base rookie. Oh, we got another one of those Depth of Winters. You do have to be careful when you're opening these packs because these triangular inserts tend to fall. So you got to open them a little more flat than you might normally because you don't want that thing to fall and then dent one of the corners of the triangle. So we got Elias Lindholm, Calgary Flames. I'll just set that right on top of the other one. Got a Jeff Petrie, green parallel, and a Kellerman rookie base. 4 more packs here in our box of ice. Then we'll do another giveaway. So we got a Kachuk, Shesterkin, Vanacek, Walker Dewar, purple parallel, rookie parallel. Got a Robert Thomas green and a Bobby McMahon base rookie. So I've been down in the U.S. for the last week, and trying to get any sort of hockey news has been very challenging. Shesterkin still hasn't signed anywhere, right? Or sorry, not signed anywhere. Signed a contract yet with the Rangers. That's still going on, right? Literally got back like late last night, and I haven't had a chance to get caught up. Oh, we've got a Sub-Zero. Jacob Peltier, Calgary Flames, number 64 of 799. They're going to get a deal done. I don't think there's animosity or anything like that. I think they just got to get the right number and term, and it'll be a done deal. And I don't think they're too focused on it right now. Got a Lucas Rusek, green rookie, and a Hugh McKing. Got a depth of winter of JT Miller. Green of Mason McTavish and a Dustin Wolf base rookie card. Last pack here in ice. We'll do a giveaway and then dive into 16-17 Series 1. Got a Tristan Leno. It's a clear cut ice premieres. 470 of 799. Shane Pinto and a Matthew Coronado base rookie. That'll do it for our box of ice. Double check. I don't think there was any Chicago cards here that I overlooked. Do that before we move on to the next thing. Nope. All right, so of course the big hit on that one is this Ridley Gregg short print. It's 4 of 49 rookie patch auto. So that's a gold. Beautiful looking patch. Nice looking signature too. Very crisp, not lazy. Gotta like it. Beautiful card there. Congrats to who was that again? Josh D. We got Frozen in Ice, the Adrian Kempe, which could have a Bedard mini card inside. Totally possible. That's the tempting thing. Do you open it, don't you? We got 3 of these Depth of Winters. We got a couple of ice, 1 ice premier. No, 2 ice premiers and 1 Sub-Zero. Pretty sweet box. No complaints there. Good, solid box. All right. Before we get into that, we'll do another draw. Let's just go back to the main screen here. Okay, so same as before, to participate, all you got to do is put an exclamation point join into chat, and that will be for this Frozen Hot Shots of Connor Bedard. It's a Tim Hortons insert from this year's Tim Hortons cards. Frozen Hot Shots, FH-5 card number. All you got to do is exclamation point join. No purchase necessary, just got to be watching here live. So even if you are watching and not have a spot in tonight's break, you are eligible. There is no charge to you whatsoever, including shipping. So I send everything absolutely free. Oh, up to 10 entries. A few more than last time. Do see a couple more than 10 watching. Again, there's no pressure. You don't have to join, but if you want to, please go ahead. All right, no more entries. Our winner is Glenn Price. Congratulations, Glenn. All right, into 2016-17 Series 1. This is a retail box, so there won't be, a lot of the higher end inserts that could have been in the hobby. With that said, that's not really what we're chasing. We are chasing Young Guns. And I didn't have the whole list. I meant to get that ready and have that up on the screen. And unfortunately, I did not. Of course, the big chase, Austin Matthews, as well as Nylander, Zach Hyman. We got 3 big Toronto inserts here. Let me go back to that team list. Who's got Toronto? And then we've got lots of big names in here. Braden Point, Sebastian Aho. I'm trying to think now off the top of my head who else would be in this year. Well, there's quite a few good ones. So let's hope. It has been a long time since I've opened this product. It's a very long time. So this is 8 cards per pack and 8 packs per. Sorry, no, it's more than that. Sorry. 24 packs, pardon me. 24 packs, 8 cards per. All right, let's get into it. Good luck, everybody. I said, chasing some pretty big Young Guns. And that's kind of the cool thing, right? I mean, we're looking at these 24, 25 product that we're opening right now, and we're thinking, this guy's only worth this much, or that guy's only worth that much. Well, a lot of these Young Guns that are in this crop, and I will say it was a highly touted rookie year for a lot of players in this draft. With that said, a lot of them panned out to be a little better than expected, and of course the Young Guns reflect that. So you never know. Never know what might happen with today's Young Guns. So let's just walk through the format here. There's a look at the base. Man, does that ever bring back some memories. Cool looking cards. I really actually enjoyed the base card look from this year. Clean and simple on the back. Pretty simple classic design on the front. It feels like they're stuck. A little bit stuck together. So there's our first insert. Shining Stars. Sidney Crosby. There you go. Shining Stars. When your insert is of Sidney Crosby, that's never a bad thing. We'll take that. Now, if I do recall, in 16-17, you weren't always guaranteed an insert per pack. And if you did get an insert, it's 1 per pack. That's it. They switched that format, I want to say, 3 years ago? Maybe been 3. I think it was 3 years ago. Because it used to be only got 1 insert, and now you get 3. And I think that's when it changed. All right, so we'll go a little bit, and some of these are sticking a little bit together. We'll go a little bit faster to move things along. Yeah, they're a little bit sticking. Oh, there's our first Young Gun. Not a guy we were hoping to see, but a Young Gun nonetheless. Let's get that sleeved up. I'm not even sure that he's still playing in the NHL. I don't believe so. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's 1 of our 6 Young Guns. Rest are base. Oh, video. Thank you. I only just looked up and just saw that now. I'm going to stop right here. And let me see what's going on with that. Okay, I do have a backup here. Give me 1 second. Apologies, folks. I have no audio turned on because if I have audio turned on, there would be feedback coming through and you guys would get that kind of high-pitched squeal that everybody hates. So I can't hear you. And I only look up at the monitor every once in a while Thankfully, nothing super stellar happened in that time frame. All right, let me try this. All right, just give me 1 second here. Gonna change cameras. I think I am going to ditch that other camera. That's twice this has happened now. All right, apologies there. The young gun was here. Anthony Beauvillier. This was the young gun that I pulled. That's all that happened. We're 2 packs in. First pack was the Shining Stars. This was the second pack here. Apologies for the camera. Everything all good now? Audio's okay? Are we getting feedback? Glenn saying, oh, feedback. Echoes. Okay, hang on 1 sec. See what I can do to fix that. Okay, that should be better now. How's the audio now? Testing 1, 2, 3. Good now, perfect. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I had the microphone from the other camera was still on, just had to disable it. All right, again, sorry for the technical glitch there, but here we are. Okay, on to our third pack here. And interestingly enough, the software I'm using is Elgato, which is, I mean, it's probably one of the top softwares that streamers use. Let's see, I got to make sure I got things positioned right because we got a different camera. I will have to revisit that and see what else I can do differently. Maybe just go back to this one. What do we got? Little Kessel base. So that looks like a pack with no insert, which does happen. Unless there's some stuck together, because they are. Nope. No insert in that one. I do have to say I like the newer format where you get 3 inserts per. There's a little bit more chase in every single pack. You know, the inserts aren't necessarily highly valuable. Who is the first young gun right here? Aubrey. There you go. Perfect. I said I don't even think he's still playing the NHL. All right, we got a Shining Stars, Mark Scheifele. So that'll be our insert from that one. So we got a Crosby and a Scheifele, Shining Stars. Beauvillier. Oh, we got a patch. No, it's a jersey. Got a jersey. Robert Luongo, Upper Deck game jersey. That's a big hit in a retail product. Certified to be having been used in an official game, so it's game used. All right, sorry, the camera's a little different angle here. So here we go. Game used Bobby Lou. Wasn't expecting that at all. We will take that. Have to say definite, gotta think Hall of Fame. Bobby Lou. So we got ourselves a Bobby Lou and 1 young gun so far. There's a Yager. Doesn't look any younger either, eh? Looks similar. And we got another pack with no insert. I'll just double check. Yeah, no insert in that one. And part of the reason I went to that other camera in favor of this one is this one I have to get pretty close to the actual camera, and I've hit it a few times, so I went away from that. And it was working really well, but... Oh, there we go. Another young gun. Chris Begris. Of course, not a name we're hoping for. Not one of the big ones anyway. 4 more to go. Never know what we're going to hit here. That's why we do what we do. Let's put him off to the side. Actually, you can't see that over there. Let's do that. That was another reason I switched to the camera that I have been using. Is a little bit wider field of view. The software allowed it to kind of expand out a little bit, so you can have a little more cards on display. Did we get another pack? Yeah, we got another pack with no insert. Double check that. I'm going to check after today's break, actually, and watch the recording back, because I do think that the image is better with this camera and software. There's a young gun. Lawson Krause. Of course, again, not one of the big names. Oh, we have a checklist. It's a regular checklist. I'm hoping at least we hit one of the bigger named young guns. Maybe more. We still got 3 left. Still got 3 on the docket here. All right. Oh, we got another Shining Stars. Corey Crawford. Well, he's a Hawk, so that'll go into the randomization. Oh, and we got a canvas. Jeff Skinner. We got 2 inserts in that one. So curious, what are your thoughts on the insert format? Do you prefer this format where you get only 1 or maybe none in a pack, or do you prefer today's 3 per pack? Curious on that one. Today's do have a lot of inserts, no question about that. I guess if you're chasing all of the inserts, it makes it a little more challenging to collect. It does make them worth less, there's no question. I guess it depends on what they are. I would argue, though, like, is this insert, any more valuable than what the inserts are today? It's a Crosby, so that's a bad example. But what did we have? A Scheifele? Yeah, we had a Scheifele Shining Stars, right? So this Shining Stars Scheifele insert today, if you were to try to sell this, what'd you get? $1? Maybe. Pretty much what you get for inserts today. So I don't know about the value. I don't know if that argument holds water. Oh, we got a Travis Zajac canvas. And a Danton Heinen. So at least a guy I know who's still in the NHL. Is Heinen still? Yeah, I think he's. Oh, wait. Before I have to bite my tongue on that, is he still? I think he's still playing. Definitely a better, well-known name for sure. Just trying to picture where he's playing right now. It's escaping me. And then we got our canvas here. Vancouver. Is he playing in Vancouver? Okay, I wouldn't have guessed that. Heinen in Vancouver. Now I'm trying to picture his line and everything. Bruins last year. Okay. So newer to Vancouver. And a portrait of Blake Wheeler. Yeah, I think, again, that whole value thing. I mean, are the portraits of a player, are they worth more than a portrait today? I doubt it. Especially in flagship. I mean, flagship is pretty much young guns or bust. Unless you get a really cool one like what we got there with a jersey or something else. But the inserts are rarely worth anything. None in that one. Just gonna double check. Okay, we're about halfway through. Just gonna make some space here. Give me 1 second. Portrait of Jack Eichel. Another portrait, Carlson. So I am planning to work some more of this type of product into future breaks. Hopefully you guys are enjoying some of the older content and, the chase for some of the more valuable cards from the past, getting them raw right out of a pack. I think that's kind of cool. And finding them as retail like this, it's a lot cheaper. It would have been almost, 40 to 50% more for a hobby. And not necessarily anything better, because it's not really the inserts. Although the Bobby Lou jersey was a bit of a surprise. That's we'll take that. Another one with none. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more packs. 2 more young guns. We got a Jacob Chikrin. He's definitely one of the top ones in that year. We'll take that. We got a Chikrin. He's not a Matthews, but he's better than a Beauvillier. Well, we got a Shining Stars of Pavelski. A portrait. Brayden Holtby. And then we got a Leo, Uncle Leo Komarov canvas. 3 more packs, 1 young gun left. On average, should be 6. And a pack with no inserts. 2 packs left. There's our last young gun. Pontus Aberg. Pontus Aberg. Or potentially our last. I suppose we could get lucky and get another young gun. But on average, 6 per box. Nashville. All right, 1 more pack here. And doesn't look like an insert there. So just me, or every time you see a Chicago card now, even though you know it's a 16-17, no chance of Bedard, you still kind of, oh, the Chicago. No insert there. All right, well, we got, what do we get? We got a few canvas cards, some portraits, Shining Stars as our inserts. We got 6 Young Guns, Pontus Aberg. We have Chris Begris, Anthony Beauvillier, got a Danton Heinen, got a Lawson Krause, and our best one of the box, Jacob Chikrin. And then, of course, we got the Bobby Lou game-worn jersey. Jersey, pardon me. All right, so before we get on to the highlight of tonight, this is the 22-23 The Cup. We're going to do our final giveaway. And that will be, hang on, let me just reset this. That's going to be for the Connor Bedard base card, 24-25, Series 1. So we got a Connor Bedard base card, sophomore card. Just do an exclamation point join. Okay, no purchase necessary. If you're watching here live, you are eligible to win. Geez, I'm glad that camera went out when it did and not like midway through the cup or something. Fortunately, it was right as I was opening one pack. Okay, we've got 9 entries so far. If more people watching than 9, so I'll keep it open for just another couple of seconds. Okay, no more entries. Our winner is Casey. Congratulations, Casey, on your Connor Bedard base card from this year's flagship, Series 1. All right, well, here we are, the Cup. 22-23, the Cup. Coming in at a whopping $1,100 plus tax. $1,100 plus tax. She's expensive. She is high risk, high reward. No question about that. 6 cards in a box. So you're at over $200 per card by the time you factor in the tax. Seal here. Thought I broke that. Let's get the tin out. Watching at my waist on mute. Love it. Love it. Sorry, just give me a second here. Get this tin out of here. All right, so there's the tin, and then inside the tin is going to be another box. And there she is. And that will have our cards in it. Now this one here, as soon as I open it, the cards are visible. So I'm gonna do what I can to put a little bit of a blank on top. First card doesn't tend to be anything too special. However, we only have 6 cards, so let's do a bit of a slow roll. And a huge fingers crossed for everybody involved tonight. Good luck on our pulls tonight. So I'm just gonna slide this in. There we go. And I gotta be honest, I don't understand the packaging of a product this high end. Personally, I think every single card should just come, you know, in some sort of a plastic case or, I don't know, some sort of better packaging. I really don't like that you got to pull this through foam. And I do see that, you know, all the corners are protected. It's a much better design than in past years. If you pull this thing just straight up, it's pretty good. But in doing so, you're still getting all of the edges of the cards that are rubbing on the foam. And, you know, the way that I like to do it is actually cut all of these sections apart and peel it off. So it's okay with all of you. You know, that's how I would normally do it. You know, do it the way that, you know, you're supposed to, by just pushing down and pulling straight out. Get your cards out without damaging the corners. But I don't like the packaging. There's just too much potential for damage. Like I said, with that kind of price tag on these, they really should have them in some sort of plastic casing. I don't know, like a slab or anything. Not even a top loader, but geez, something a little bit more protective. What are your thoughts on that? Curious. All right, we take a quick drink here. We're going to dive right in. All right, here we go. I think, hang on, I'm just going to take a quick look. I got them upside down. Yep, I do. Just going to turn these a little bit. All right, so we'll start with the top card. Usually nothing too super high end on the top. And here we go. Good luck, everyone. Oh, I did have it the right way. It is a Cole Caulfield. There we go. Cole Caulfield, number 8 of 249. 8 of 249, Cole Caulfield. All of these cards are 180 point. In case anybody was curious on the sizes, you're going to grab a case or a tin on your own. You want to have some 180 point sleeves and top loaders ready to go. And that was my last 180, so give me 1 second while I open up these. Got those at the ready. And I'm just going to turn these again because I did have them the right way. All right, let's take one from the bottom. And we have a Jake Sanderson, The Show. It's number 53 of 99. Jake Sanderson, The Show. I will say that these cards, when autographed, they are sick looking because of the silver pen that you'll see on them. Beautiful looking cards. I will say they are by far the best looking cards Upper Deck does a really good job with the Cup. It is the high end. It's the pinnacle. Very high risk, high reward product. Like I said, at nearly 200, what did I say? 1,100 Canadian. Yeah, 1,100 Canadian. With tax, you're up over $200 per card. Of course, that's an average. All right, let's see. Let's do the second from the bottom. This one is. We gotta go this way. Ooh, it's an on display of Brian Trottier. Number 45 of 49. Now, didn't somebody say Potvin or Bossy? Glenn was hoping for an Islanders card, and they got one. Brian Trottier. Game used as well. It's a game used jersey. There we go. Brian Trottier. Those are cool cards. I will say all of the cup inserts I do enjoy. I didn't like the ones that look like the MasterCard logo from last year. Not positive if they're in this year's product or not. I think they're called Basics, if I remember. I didn't like those ones. All right, we'll do the second from the top. We have, 4 of 4. Super short print, 4 of 4. No, number 91, that is Kent Johnson. And it's a tag, so it's a rookie auto tag. Kent Johnson. Beauty. There we go. A rookie auto tag. 4 of 4. It's always kind of interesting. If you're not sure what the tag is, that's the tag from the jersey, like the washing instructions. Which is, it's an interesting one. And over here. And what do we got? 3 card. Oh, do we have 3? Oh, no, we don't. Oh, I know what we have. All right, let's do next card down. We have, oh, wow. Got a Ryan O'Reilly 4-color patch auto. 4-color patch. What a beautiful card. Short print, 25 of 25, another bookend card, 25 of 25. Used in an official NHL game. Cool looking signature. Ryan O'Reilly. Beautiful. Okay, set that there. And then, if I'm correct, I think we have a book. Because there should only be one left in this. Yeah, it is. It's book. This is pretty thick. What do we have? We've got a rookie plaques. Cole Perfetti, 14 of 35. Oh, look at this. Look at that. That is sweet. Hopefully the camera is picking that up. Here's the other half of that book. What a beautiful card. Just close that up so we can see the back of it. And there's the front there, 14 of 35. What a beautiful card. Let's look at that again. Let's go to the inside. Player plaque. Beautiful. I don't have a, what do you call them? I don't have the thing to put a booklet in right now. I will grab one of those before I mail that out for sure. Nice hit for Winnipeg. Beauty. Well, let's review our cards here from the Cup. We got a Ryan O'Reilly 4-patch auto. So a signature materials card, 25/25. We got a bookend. Got a Cole Caulfield base card, number 8/249. We got the throwback. We got Brian Trottier, 45/49. Game used on display. We got a jersey. We got the Jake Sanderson, 53/99. The show. We got the Kent Johnson rookie auto tag bookmark, 4/4. And then rounding this out is the rookie player plaques of Cole Perfetti, numbered 14/35. Sweet. Wow. Very, very beautiful cards. Like I said, high risk, high reward. Some really nice hits tonight. Is it a $1,100 plus product for what we got out of it? There's some nice cards here. There's some really nice cards here. Not disappointed by that one. Not one of the ones that hits it out of the park where you get that, $10,000 or $100,000 card, but well worth the open. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I did. I thought it was a pretty interesting product. Don't know if we'll do another cup this year, perhaps, maybe a little bit later in the season. But what do we do have coming up? This coming Thursday. So this Thursday, I know I was saying Wednesday, but it's going to be Thursday. I'm actually in town on Thursday, so I will be doing it. Yes, I know it's Halloween. Some of you have kids, whatnot. It's live. It'll be recorded. You can always come back and watch it. I do enjoy when you're watching live with me. If you got kids, listen, your family comes first. But I sure appreciate it. We'll get you in this week's break. Brand new product launching. We got SP Authentic. So the 23-24 SP Authentic coming out. That's going to be a huge Bedard chase. And going a little bit retro here, bringing back 23-24 OPG. So the 23-24 product that started the hype this year, here it is. This, of course, had Bedard's official first rookie card that was not a redemption. So his very first rookie card that wasn't a redemption is in this product. And then we've got another Series 1. So we got 24-25 Series 1. We got 23-24 OPG paper and the newly released 23-24 SP Authentic. That's planned for this coming Thursday. Back to our regular pricing of $40 a spot or $35 if you buy 3+ spots. Hoping that all of you will be present for that one. All right, let's get into our randomization. We've got quite a few cards here that are Chicago based. We are going to have to randomize tonight. And let's see, what do we have? We've got the Shining Stars, Corey Crawford. That came out of our 2016-17 Series 1. We've got a Lucas Reichel green parallel from Ice. We got the Cole Caulfield, Connor Bedard canvas checklist from this year. Got the Landon Slaggert from this year. We've got the insert here. We got another Landon Slaggert. We got the Jason Dickinson Silver Outburst. And I know the camera angle on this one is not quite as wide, so hopefully I'm getting everything in here. I'm doing my best. This one's probably going to go number 1, but before we do that, I have to double check the rules that we set for this one. Give me 2 seconds while I check that. Okay, as I thought, the player that has Montreal will get 2 extra chances at this one. So I'm going to do this one at the very end. I'm going to re-randomize because I got to add whoever has Montreal. I have to add 2 more spots for them. So in the initial randomization, this card will not be part of it. It will just be the cards that you see pictured in front of us. We got the 2 XP. We'll put that in position number 1. Slaggert will be 2. The second Slaggert will be spot number 3. We got the Jason Dixon will be number 4. Got a Lucas Reichel green will be number 5, and the Corey Crawford will be number 6 in our randomization spots. Then I will do another draw for this card. All right, let's get to the randomized screen. we go. So as you can see at the bottom, it says list has been randomized 3 times. I'm just going to press the button one more time. So it will say 4, but I'm only pressing the button one more time. First position gets the Bedard 2 XP, second, third, fourth, fifth, and first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth position. Good luck, everyone. All right, we got Glenn P taking down the 2 XP. We got Charlie A with the first Slaggert card, Simon R with the second Slaggert card. The outburst is going to Rich B. And then JH taking down these 2 right here. Congrats to those folks. And then we're going to do our last randomization, which will be for this one, the Caulfield Bedard Canvas checklist. And I just got to do another list here. 1 second. Before I do that, I just got to double check and see who has Montreal. Josh D. Josh D has Montreal. So Josh, Josh, I'll have 2 extra spots. Okay, we put this back up on the randomized screen. We're going to use the one on the left-hand side here. And as per the rules, Josh D will get 2 extra spots. Okay, and I'm only going to randomize this one time, so I'm going to hit once, and whoever ends up on top, first position, will get this one. Again, we're using the left-hand screen. Going out to Rich B. Congratulations, Rich. So Rich is going to go home with the Caulfield Bedard UD Canvas checklist. Congrats to all of our winners tonight, and thank you everyone for participating. That was a real fun one. I do enjoy some of these different products, and hopefully we'll see you coming out this coming Thursday. A reminder of this Thursday's break, going to be doing the brand new released SP Authentic. We've got the OPG paper 2324 and the new 2425 Series 1. Appreciate all of the support and well wishes, and I do hope that I am feeling much better this coming Thursday as well. And we'll see you then. Take care, everyone.